Welcome, everyone, to Chronicles on the Focus, the podcast where we delve deep into fascinating lives and events. I'm your host, Bob, and with me as always, is the ever insightful Alice.
Hello, bookworms and Disney fanatics. Today, Bob and I are diving headfirst into the enchanting world of P.L. Travers, the enigmatic author behind the practically perfect Mary Poppins.
Exactly, Alice. P.L. Travers, or Helen Linden Goff as she was born, wasn't just some staid children's book writer. This woman lived a life as fantastical as her most famous creation. Born in Maryborough, Queensland, in 1899, she had quite the childhood. Did you know her dad was a struggling alcoholic bank manager, demoted to a lowly clerk?
Oh, the drama. And it gets better. Her early life was a whirlwind of moving between Brisbane, Allura, and even Sydney, where she attended Normanhurst School. Apparently, she was a bit of a rebel. Bob, starring as Bottom in a school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Talk about foreshadowing her later literary prowess.
Absolutely. And then there's her stage name, Pamela Linden Travers. She didn't just pluck it out of thin air. Pamela, because she found it pretty, and Travers, from her father's name. Classic. After some time working as an actress and journalist in Australia and New Zealand, she emigrated to England in 1924. That's where the real magic began.
The 1930s were a turning point. She found herself in Sussex, writing the very first Mary Poppins book. But get this, her connection to the mystical is fascinating. She studied under Gurdjieff, the occultist, and even had sessions with Carl Jung. I bet those sessions fueled her imagination. Imagine the dream analysis of Mary Poppins.
The Mary Poppins books, of course, became a global phenomenon. But the Disney adaptation? That's a whole other story. The famous battle between Travers and Walt Disney, immortalized in the film, Saving Mr. Banks, is legendary. She was notoriously protective of her creation. Apparently, she wasn't thrilled with some of Disney's changes.
A true testament to her fierce independence. Beyond Mary Poppins, she penned other works, wrote poetry, and even became editor of Parabola, a magazine about myth and tradition, showcasing her lifelong fascination with folklore and mythology. She really was a woman of many talents and complexities, a true enigma.
Indeed, from a childhood marked by familial struggles to a career that spanned acting, journalism, and ultimately, iconic children's literature, P.L. Travers' life is a reminder that even the most fantastical creations often spring from the most unexpected and richly textured realities. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Chronicles on the Focus.
Join us next time as we explore another captivating chronicle. Until then, keep your spoons full of sugar.